Hey Cancer, welcome to your general life reading for February 16th through the 28th. Hope that you guys are doing great. Welcome to the channel. Let's hop right into it. So, as I was getting into your energy, I heard two messages. The first one was a song by Joe Esposito called You're the Best Around. And it's from the original Karate Kid movie. And the second message that I heard was They Call Me Mellow Yellow. So let's see how that fits into your overall reading. I started by pulling a few oracle cards just to get a sense of the energy that's around you guys right now. The first one that came out is New Life. The second one that came out is You're Already Doing It. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. The third one that came out is Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, A New Way of Being, and Integration. And the last one that came out is Unbound, Releasing Soul Patterns, Contracts, and Past Lives. So, that sounds promising already. So we'll get into some tarot and dig a little deeper and see what's going on. So we'll start with a card for your current energy, or in your case, 3 cards. We have the King of Wands upright. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And we have the Tower in reverse. For obstacles, challenges, and what's currently hidden from you. Okay. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and we also have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So for advice from Spirit, okay, we have the 4 of Cups, and for the potential outcome, okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the 3 of Wands. Awesome. So let's grab another tarot deck and clarify these a little bit further. We'll start again with your current energy. Okay. We have the 8 of Pentacles upright and also the 8 of Swords. For challenges, obstacles, and what might be hidden from you, we have the 7 of Cups. For advice from Spirit, we have the 5 of Swords. And for the potential outcome, we have the 7 of Wands. All right. And we will grab an oracle deck just to see if there are any more messages from Spirit. For your current energy, we have Mayhem. For challenges, obstacles, and what might be hidden, we have Darkest Before Dawn. For advice from Spirit, we have Love Where You Are. And for the potential outcome, we have Your Own Path. All right. So, Cancer, let's get into this. So, with the overall energy, from the meditation messages and the oracle cards that came out, it seems as though you are on the cusp of some sort of transformation where you might be setting yourself free from past obstacles, past stresses, a path that wasn't necessarily one that you felt you needed to be on or that you even should be on. But it seems as though there's this renewed energy where it's like, nah, you can't keep me down. I'm good. It's time for me to move on. I'm destined for bigger and better things. And the good news is though it seems like you're already kind of on that path. It's just a matter of sort of reimagining this new life, this new existence, and continue moving in that direction and releasing things that no longer serve you. So looking at your current energy, we have the King of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, we have the Tower in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and we also have Mayhem. Your manifestation is happening. Current issue reveals past wound, spiritual growth, and hang tight. So I'm feeling that your current energy is actually one of growth, right? Where you're sort of moving from this Knight of Wands energy, this sort of flighty, in and out, inconsistent, type of life. And you're moving into something that's a little more intentional, where that spark is getting reignited. And it's been a long time coming, right? And I don't think that this was a change that happened overnight. I think that it was something that was more gradual, that perhaps you learned through a series of life lessons. And right now, it seems like you're in a place of where you're wanting to put in more work and sort of take the steps, maybe double down on what it is that you want. And maybe that's career, maybe that's in a passion project, learning something, traveling, whatever the case is. But you might be in a place where you can't quite figure out what you need to do or how you need to go about things to make sure that that's happening. But it seems as though you've gone through quite an expansion and a lot of growth. So that's never a bad thing. What we have for challenges, obstacles, and what might be hidden, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Cups, and we also have Darkest Before Dawn. Breakdown before breakthrough. Major shift is in progress. Dissolving barriers. Ascending. So I think that with this, there might be some times of frustration because you are in your head a little bit and you have a little bit of trouble, figuring out how to get over that hump, what your next steps are. And it might lend itself to making it difficult to see the options that you have on the path going forward. But understand that, these are not issues that are insurmountable, and I think it may be a situation where, sometimes it's so frustrating or overwhelming that you might just choose to do nothing, right? And then that sort of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, if I just sit here, then, nothing will happen. And that turned out to be the case. Nothing will happen. You don't get to see or explore those options that might have been open to you if you'd have otherwise just sort of kept going. So what we have for the advice from Spirit, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Five of Swords, and we also have Love Where You Are. Appreciate current circumstances. Ask yourself why you want what you want. See the beauty in it all. So with these cards, Spirit is saying, you know what, this is not the time for you to be sort of in a place of rejecting what could be. And it's going to take a little bit of defense on your end to guard against you doing that. It doesn't seem like there are any external forces that are keeping you from moving ahead and accomplishing what it is that you want. But I think that sometimes this being in your head so much and not quite being sure of your next steps leads you to a place where you're dissatisfied. And that's not necessarily the best place to be. I mean, it's of course, it's natural for people to want more, but you have to remember to appreciate what you have. And in your case, Cancer, it's super important for you to appreciate all of the growth that you've experienced and the lessons that you have learned. And when you think about taking the next step and what you want your life to look like, remind yourself of why you want that. Remind yourself of why it's so important for you to have that in your new existence. What does this mean to you? And I think that that will help you get over this hurdle of not knowing what to do. So what we have for your potential outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and we also have your own path. Trailblazing brings the greatest achievement, heart and mind aligned, unconventionality, and authenticity. So I think, Cancer, ultimately what's going to happen once you sort of sit and reset yourself and reaffirm why it is that you want to be on this new path, why you've embarked on this brand new journey, why you're setting yourself free from everything that you've experienced in the past, it's going to be because you are destined to travel a brand new road that maybe you or nobody else has traveled before. You know, perhaps you're the first person in your family to graduate from university. Maybe you're the first person who, achieves some sort of career milestone or starts a new business or travels the world or whatever the situation is. But I think that you will end up sort of fighting through this stagnancy and being uncertain and being in your head. And you're going to start slowly seeing things trickling in. You're going to get to that place where this fire that's in you is like compelling you to keep an eye out for those good things to come in. And they will. Maybe not as quickly as you want them to, but they will start coming in. And you'll get validation that you've been on the right path this entire time. So let me grab one last oracle card to close this out. See if there are any last messages from Spirit for you. Okay. So the card that we have that came out for you is Make a Plan. So I think sometimes we get so caught up in the big picture that we forget about the little steps that we need to take to get there. And you've already been on that track, right? Through healing, through learning, through your growth process. And now, once you sort of focus on what you want, what you truly want, why you want those things, and what it means to your life, you can sit down and map it out. Make a plan on how to get there. If it's travel, well, where are you going? What are you going to do when you get there? How much money do you need? Where are you going to stay? You know, if it's university, what classes do you need to take? What timeline are you looking at? Let's think about tuition. If it's career, are there, do you need to find a mentor? Do you need to up your skill set or something like that? There are ways that you can achieve, the things that you're looking to do, and universe has your back, but they can't do it by themselves. So it might be advisable for you to just take a minute and just sort of list out the steps that it will take for you to get to where it is you want to be, and you'll have the full support of the universe behind you. So I'll leave it there. I hope that this resonated and was helpful. If it was, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.